for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Got rich again just to let pick up. I did be bottling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First and 10, Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. from the gun. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Packers.
shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Escaping the pressure right, and his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
For Green Bay.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Jamal Agnew. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Lions nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Packers 17. Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. A good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but we're finished.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Stafford. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Return there, give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Packers 24. Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also have to guard again.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this game around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 2, Daniel. And he's just intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll start out great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Turner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
They'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Packers 38. Lions nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. The 20. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 45 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy... all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4.
Rodgers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they got out to the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now what do you? Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Swift. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down at the
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers looking deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Or
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with the pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
He's going to look deep down the field. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
20. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point good by Prater. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
Well, this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll.
Crosby for the extra point.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been running this league for a while, and many coaches never put their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
T.J. Hawkins.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time.
3rd down here.
Brings up
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jalen Reeves-Maybin came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On the return, here's Agnew. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Made by Kevin King. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 13-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Za'Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Matt Patricia, he says now's the time. His guys are going to go for it on 4th. And here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Well, they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. Today's final score, Packers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay,